Well, hello boys, welcome all to another Asphalt8 video. Today we are gonna look at this Range Rover Evoque Coupe AHSE Dynamic in 1051 rank. So let's go. So let's go for price, and this is actually the second lowest tier in D class now, because well, the game of actually. So we have in this car, and the main competition in this car is actually a lot of, but mostly you will see the Mercedes-Benz AQS Vision. That's the biggest opponent of this car. And being slower, but then it's faster. Let's go. This car is not slow at all, actually. And I miss the old tuning, like the old Elite tuning, which was super dopey fun. I didn't have it actually, so I actually stopped playing that game from that. And I just come back in 2018, when I think the Elite was gone. I don't know exactly. But yeah. The top speed is quite the same. You see the handling is quite heavy. This is always an SUV, so handling has to be heavy. The drifting is obviously very decent at this rank, and the nitro is obviously fairly good amount of rated. It's nearly the same like the AQS, but obviously it's lower. If we can just rank the AQS nitro, it will be maybe 9, this will be like 8 or 7 or 7.5. But you see there is no problem in using the nitro properly if you have enough, if you know how to do a nitro management easily. You are way ahead of everyone else with this. You can even with the worst nitro car take down these cars. It's actually possible. There is so many good opportunities like Mini Cooper, the Nissan Juke. All of these cars are fairly good now. But this car and the Mercedes is actually overpowered. And that nobody in this rank is actually using car my rank. So let's jump into the next one. So this is gonna be a heavyweight battle, because there is another guy who is using apparently the same car as me, Range Rover Evoque, and he is now in Champions League. I think 4 races. Very good. And you see there is so many people using the range. And actually I love it in this car. I already tried the car in the career mode, and I am fairly happy about the car. Same with the new Bentley OP car with the heavy hitter. We're gonna test that car soon enough. And obviously I can turn, I see. But the guy behind me is gonna be the range on sure. There is an M2 on the start, but he has 100 races, so he will not be our league. Like, not that he is like our league, but he is M2 and his max rank is 1140. Which means that car is not even slightly tuned. So I'm apparently quite low on nitro. That's quite a problem. But actually this car is fun to drive, I like it. It's like the old car who's going back and back. And that guy is actually pretty skilled. You see, he knew where to go, how to manage nitro. I'm ahead of him only because I started first. But this car is actually pretty fun to drive, even though it's heavy. But I'm just gonna stop talking about the car finally. We are gonna test the Bentley in 1682 rank, which is, I can say, the most powerful acceleration car in that whole range. Literally, it's powerful as shit, and I'm gonna bet my butt. I'm gonna maybe today or tomorrow, or someday later, I'm gonna test the Bentley in a multiplayer and see how many Bentleys I'm gonna go up against. So there it is, boys. We are number 2. So apparently they're the same track, and we have a Team Range Rover versus Team Mercedes-Benz EQS Vision. And there is a Renault Desire. Yes, the 3 electric cars versus these 2. I think this range is not electric. There is some kind of electric range over, but I don't know what it is. But I'm 90% sure this is not electric, because it sounds like it is not. Let's see if the electric is better than our ranges. Electric versus normal fuel gas. And there he is. There is the BMW. Oh, the AKS is right in front of us. No. Don't fight. We have to fight together to destroy those electric cars, boy. We need to destroy those electric cars. Our only hope. Our only hope is this. Okay, this dude is skilled with that. Alright, he knew how to do that, so apparently no. So he apparently knows this track, and he will have some good cars in his arsenal. I'm gonna bet my butt. Okay, time for me to do some flat spins because I'm low on nitro. Just manage my nitro and keep my engine speed. Alright, he is. The Merc is quite heavy on a drifting, on a handling too. So this is actually pretty same. If we just compare these 2 cars, they're actually just the same as that. Borel. I'm not quite enough. It's not quite enough for me to catch him. Or took him maybe. Maybe yes! I knock him down. Yes! Please! Please, the range. Please. I'm hoping it's gonna be the range. No! He's 3rd actually. Let's go. But I beat him. I can knock him down. I know it's quite low key to knock someone down right before the finish, but it was his fault. He actually can't take the boost, and if he will be in my shoes, he will definitely knock me down too. So that's the 3rd race, and the third actually going 2nd. Nicely done. Okay, we have another range and Chevy Impala here. We have the, how I call it, the Harris in his mightiness. There it is. JR is the one with the Chevy Impala. The Chevy Impala is actually a pretty interesting car. I don't have it, and I'm not planning maybe to buy it. I'm now maxing my Mercedes, another SUV, which I'm gonna compare to this range and say which one of these 2 is actually better. Now they are in the same amount of tokens, and the upgrade will be same and are same. So heavy hitter there. The Impala right in front of me. Wow. You see, the Impala is actually not that slow at all. The Impala is actually pretty fast. And he's running on boost. And there's an Adam. Surprisingly. And Neki in his range is pulling away. But now he made a crucial mistake on this corner. No. I tried to do flat spins. I need some nitro because I don't have enough, and he'll stall everything. That is the best way. If there is someone ahead of you, do a flat spins on that ramp, not on this one. On the first ramp you see on this track. It's way better to do a flat spins because you will obviously they'll run out of nitro if you're not in first place. So do flat spins. Maybe you will slow down in airspeed, but it will guarantee you a nitro they will not have maybe. If that car is not broken like the Viper was. Like the game of actually just stood there with the Viper, and the Viper have actually the endless nitro. Or the ring speed Zaxxon, or I don't know how it's called. Ring speed Zaxxon, I don't know. But that car was actually the longest nitro duration car. Only the OGs remember the car. Because, well, I knew the car, I didn't have it. And I actually don't have it. If someone have it actually, have this car pro'd nowadays, tell me if the nitro is still the same. I wanna know. If the nitro is still the same or it's not the same. because that car literally is the best nitro duration car in this entire game. If you have free tap on it, if you do triple tap nitro, you will have always enough nitro for the rest of the race. Which is promising. Okay, the heavy hitter is second, the Impala is third. Good. Very unboosted. Quite shame, the Impala is a very good car actually. If you look at the acceleration stats which I found on Reddit, it's actually quite good in acceleration. But less talking, more racing. Let's go on to the next race. So again, this lunar track, and we have up against again the Impala and an Infinity Black Project S, which is not this max rank. There he is on the left side. PSR Lightning X is not in a max full Infinity because that is a 1140 rank again. So I'm gonna maybe test this car out. I love the Volkswagen car. I love more the of okay, I love the heavy hitters so much. I love this car. This car feels like a brick, but it's fast as hell. And it's super good, and I love it. And if you just said, well, I'm going for only low ranked class cars, I'm doing it only now. Next time I'm gonna test the Bentley. So now it's time to get to Gold League and get the Bentley done. If I'm gonna get the Bentley, I'm gonna go with the Bentley. And fun fact now, I'm in a leaderboard there where it's top 3 guys using. Only 2 of them are using Bentley, and the third one is using Zeus Sigma, which is another forgotten removed car. But I never seen someone using a test. But I know those ranks are just down below, like where is the Dart and e-tron now. The OG King Dodge Dart is always there, but now there's an e-tron and apparently a Tesla. And this car at low tune. Yeah, I saw this car at low tune there, and a AQF and low tune, and some e-trons at low tune. Those cars will beat those cars' ass, because obviously the nitro efficiency is 3 times better than in a Dart, more than in the Audi. The Tesla was actually pretty good at nitro, I thought, but I don't know how it is now in those current systems. But yeah, and if you don't recognize, you can now obtain tokens from doing this multiplayer, the classic season or the master season. You will earn 20 tokens by 2 races in the amateur league, and maybe the counts will just high up. And of course, surprisingly, no one boosted. Infinity beating the Impala. Damn, Impala got smoked. Alright, next race. Well, now there's no competitor for me. There's only again this dude in Infinity and Alfa Romeo for seat. So let's see if those 2 cars who are gonna win. If the Infinity or the Alfa. I'm betting on the Infinity driver. And again an Impala, dude. Come on, make a comeback. Take this dude down on acceleration, right? We have a full max Chevy Impala. Use it to your advantage. If max car, he don't. Come on. But if I'm gonna finish the sentence that I started when the race ended, you can obtain now a tokens from these seasons. I don't mean to knock him, so I'm gonna knock this dude too for fair race if he gonna fight him. So when I'm gonna finish my sentence, if you go in this multiplayer season, the previous two, now you can obtain tokens from this. Only these seasons, only where you race by the car by the rank. The master season where you can use your S-class car from the beginning, you can't. There is only the World Series points. But the tokens are good enough, and if you're gonna grind, you will gain so much. especially from just playing the game, which I love about it. Now the tokens are way easier to do, and this car actually costs 100 tokens, which is not much. It costs 500, and then those times the tokens were almost impossible to get for free to play. I had like 400, so I can obtain the car. Now with 100 I obviously obtain it. Same for the Mercedes GLC Coupe, another SUV at this rank, the same rank as this. Never seen one, and I'm gonna probe it and test it out because I'm mostly now focusing on the forgotten cars. For the forgotten cars, these are, I'm gonna test two Kings, which is this, and the Bentley, and then I'm gonna test the Mercedes and a Cadillac. So let's jump on to our last race. Okay, last race to the video, and we'll end it up with again fight. Mercedes against the Range. There's two Range Rovers and one Mercedes. There was two Mercedes, then there was a Cadillac ATS, and yeah, this dude is who is like in front. It's the dude with Range, and the dude on the left was in the Mercedes AQS. Let's go. Last race. So time to review this car. At this low rank is the second best choice which you can go for, besides the Mercedes AQS. That car is an obviously beast, but this car is obviously fairly competitive in those ranks too. So yeah. And as you can see, the acceleration of these cars are pretty same. Really, you just complete. So now I'm up against only the Mercedes right behind me. So you gotta be kidding me, right? So electric versus gas. Alright, let's go. I don't know which type of fuel this range go for. But it's electric against the normal fuel, so let's go. And I'm actually gaining. That is good to do some flat spins if you don't have a nitro or bad nitro car. And obviously go there. Take the near miss if you can. Bang. And then if you have enough nitro, don't go for those bottles, only for the last one. And just zoom out. Because the nitro will get enough. The handling is only heavy. That's only the downforce, but same for the Mercedes, and I just overcalculated it. I overcalculated my speed with this car. But the nitro is fairly good. The acceleration is OP, the top speed is the same, the drifting is good, the handling is only heavy. This car is one of the best cars you can go for with the Mercedes. If you want some change and you have a Mercedes and you plan to try another car, try this car. It's actually pretty funny to drive the car, not just funny to just... It's fun to drive this car, because the AQS is just plain and simple. This car is plain and simple too, but there is something different with this car. And I enjoy it. I enjoy this car playing more than the Vision. So let's just go back in the garage and I'm gonna show you which cars I'm gonna test next. So we are gonna test the Tunnel Truck maybe. Then we're gonna test this Mercedes, because I wanna test this car so bad. Then we're gonna test the Mercedes to prove you that this car is obviously maybe this too. And by the way, there's a play acceleration with this car. Then we have this car to tune, so I'm gonna tune those. Plus this car will come, this car will come for test, this car will come for test, and Audi TT will come for test. So these are the cars which will come to test, and you know what? I don't have enough. But I'm gonna go for those instantly. Just prove you that I'm just not fucking serious. And I mean business. I'm gonna probe this car to show you that I actually mean the business. Just not, there will not be the plain words. And I don't have enough. Anyway. So that's it from this rank. There is nothing more in this rank that I can show you. There I'm gonna try probe this beast, because there is like you see. Yes. Then, in a bit C class, I think there's all out. All left. Maybe this will be next car. But moving out to the C class, B class, I'm sorry. This car obviously gonna be tested because this car is actually pretty forgotten. This car I was test. I think my McLaren wasn't. I'm gonna test that obviously. Now I'm gonna test the Bentley to prove you that that car is fucking OP. Then in an A class, Veyron, McLaren and the Dart, obviously, and then this, the Vision. The Vision is my next car pro. So I'm just letting you guess. Type in a comment which car would you maybe want to see to test from my garage first. I'm gonna make prioritize, but go only to class B. I'm not gonna test the A and S just yet. I'm gonna prove the B class through the B class cars. That, and then I'm gonna move down to these cars. Alright, so general review of this Range Rover. So, acceleration very good. Top speed is same among these ranks. Handling is heavy, same with the Mercedes AQS. And the nitro is 8, solid 8. The handling is heavy, the drifting is fairly decent. You can do a punch drift, which is very easy to do, and this car is very good for the starters nowadays because it costs only 100 tokens, and the tune of this car is just the same. If we're gonna look at this car, you need only one, and it will only stop one. So yeah, that's it. I hope you like the video. If you do, well, I hope you like it. If you do, you can like it. And well, I'm gonna see you with another cars. By the way, if you wanna try these cars, easy to buy, 100 tokens. Easy business and easy to tune nowadays. So, okay, that's enough for me rambling about Range Rover. 9 out of 10, super good car. Only the heavy handling is problem, but obviously a very good choice. Okay, bye bye guys, and I'm gonna see you on the next video on another track.